Nigel, how frustrated are you by that result today?
Very, very frustrated by the fashion in which we conceded the goals. I mean, the last week's goals that we conceded were poor because we lacked commitment. Today, Max has made a fabulous save from the initial header, but we've got players who've not reacted, and that's not something that we can accept. And I mean, the second goal, I can hear Max shout from the dugout, so I know that there's been communication, and it's a positive move by him to come out. But maybe he should punch it instead of trying to catch it. But look, it's from us fighting our way back into the game to concede such a poor goal. We continue to shoot ourselves in the foot, and we continue to be a very frustrating watch, I'm sure.
You talked the other night about not wanting to have a response every time.
Yeah, no.
And now I've got to have a response against West Brom. How do you iron out those errors? Is it defending at the back post? Is it communication in terms of talking to each other?
It's not a straightforward. I can't give you a straightforward answer after the game like this. What I will say is it's going to be a balance between selection, getting enough experience out there. We've had to deal with both Tim and Thomas having to go off at times during the game today. It's a tough call for Tom coming in after such a long layoff. But I thought he applied himself very well. He's always committed. Tim, it was unfortunate that he had to leave the field, but he's got a bit of dealing with a head injury like that. But hey, look, whoever goes on there has to help deal with it. We've lost a little bit of fluidity, but we can't expect to play with flair every time that we play. A day like today, you've got to be able to deal with the ugly fashion of the game, and that is there's a lot of direct football. I thought for the most part we stood up to be countered, but we still make some strange decisions during the game. Probably the strangest one is the throw-in at the end that leads to their penalty. That is bizarre, but there we go.
You started brightly, like we did against Preston.
Yes.
And as you said, you came back into the game. So, in some ways, that final mix-up in terms of the goal, the most frustrating bit, really.
Look, what you can't do in the Championship is expect to get your own way all the time. And yeah, we like to play our football, but when teams, respect to them, they know what they're good at, and they make it difficult for you. So on days like today, it's about just making sure that keep things as tight as possible, and you might only get one or two chances, but that's where you've got to be focused enough to be able to take them. So we've just not worked their goalkeeper hard enough today. That's not to say we've not been in good positions. We have. We've been in really good positions, and we've been a bit wasteful. But our forward line has been pretty consistent for us so far. But at the minute, we're not getting the opportunities that we would like or need to convert into goals. And I'm afraid when you're not keeping clean sheets, or as we have been doing, giving away some soft goals and giving away some ridiculous goals too. So it doesn't equate to it being what we want at the moment. So yeah, look, we've got 2 tough games on the road, and there'll be some discussions, I'm sure, between us all about selection, and I keep saying it is a squad game, and there might be opportunities this week for people who've not had them. It's the nature of it, I'm afraid.
Thanks for joining us.
Okay, cheers.